Hello and welcome to another edition of It's Just Our Opinion. I appreciate you tuning in, and hey, if you like it, I hope you'll tell your family and friends and all this that they need to turn to this little show on Facebook called It's Just Our Opinion, and you can share it on your Facebook too and let everybody see it and pass the word. And I appreciate you tuning in. You know, I got to travel to Washington, D.C. A few days ago, and I noticed on the way up to Washington, D.C., and even when I was walking around and visiting and doing things in D.C., and then when I got on the plane to come back, everybody wants to wear these ear pods now. I mean, they're everywhere. I mean, you look like little earrings hanging down, but they're coming out their ears, you know. You know, nobody wants to talk anymore. You know, when you used to travel years ago and you get on a plane and you sit down, the first thing you do is turn to the man or woman beside you and say, good afternoon or good morning, where are you from? And now, you know, it's just everybody's got these things stuck in their ear, and you know, you see people walking up and down the streets, I mean, just everywhere with these things hanging out their ear. It's like nobody wants to talk to you anymore. You know, no wonder nobody knows who their neighbors are. I mean, I'm sure if you're sitting around a house, probably got them things hanging out your ear too. But you know, if you're on a plane or a train or a bus or something, take them things out and talk to your neighbors. You know, you just be surprised how much quicker it makes a plane ride if you got somebody to talk to next to. And you know, sometimes you find out some interesting stuff. I mean, you find out some good stuff about somebody now. Now, I've noticed some people, I think years ago, they used to make up some stuff. Because, man, they was, people never told you how poor they was, and they just broke up with their wife and lost their job. It was always how rich they was and how pretty their wife was and all this stuff. But now they don't even tell you nothing. I mean, now they just sit there and listen to music and stuff, them things hanging out your ears. So take them out. If you're one of these fixing to take a trip, take them out and talk to your neighbor. Hey, I don't wear them because I'm afraid people think I'm wearing earrings. And then, who knows, you know, you'd hate to pull one of those things out of your ear and it'd have all that wax on it, because everybody think you don't wash your ear then. And I'm sure some of these people hadn't had these things out forever, because they look like they made in sometimes. But anyway, that's something you notice that next time you're on a trip or next time you're walking down the street, look around and see how many people got something hanging out their ear, and it's not an earring. You know, another thing that I find interesting is toothpaste. We all use it. Well, let me say that we all should use it. There's a lot of people I know don't use it, but they need to. But you know, we always so excited when we get back from the grocery store or somewhere, and we open that new tube up and we pull that little label off. Now, some of them don't have the little label, but now I like the ones that got the little label that you pull off, because you know, a few months ago had all that people going in grocery stores licking on the ice cream and stuff. I don't want them licking my toothpaste. Don't want them licking my ice cream either, but I sure don't want them licking my toothpaste. But anyway, you know, we'll take that tube and we'll use it, and you know, the first week or so, you know, it's really good. But how many of you hate to throw that tube away? I mean, it's just like it's got some kind of value to it. We will squeeze that thing. We'll keep it a month. We'll squeeze it and we'll roll it up to get that last little bit out. And my wife's got fingernails, so she can actually go up inside that little tube where it comes out and get the last little bit out. Why do we do that? You know, the whole tube only cost about $2, but we'll fight that thing like it's $1 million that we got to get it all out. Now, I know a lot of y'all thinking, hey, he been in my house because he seen mine rolled up. We all do it. I don't know anybody. I'm 59 years old and I've never seen anybody throw half a tube away. They gonna roll that thing up. Think about it next time. Hey, don't cost that much to buy a new one. You know, something else we do around here, and I think I got it for Christmas last year, as a game camera. Now, we rushed down to the woods and set that thing up because we got deer. We got deer around that's coming from other pastures, jumping ours and tearing the fence down. So we set that thing up in several places, hoping to get us some deer pictures. And I'm gonna tell you, you know how many deer pictures we got so far? 0. We have not got the first deer picture. We have moved that thing all kind of locations. But now I tell you what we have some pictures of some possums, some squirrels. We got got some of the biggest, prettiest coons you'll ever see. And then we got a lot of pictures of our cows. It seemed like our cows know where we put this game camera. I don't know if they're just trying to audition for a show or something. You know, we got one. It belongs to my grandson Chance. It looks like it could be one of these Chick-fil-A cows, and it seems to be in all the pictures. She just knows where to go. I mean, I took it down the other day because we had deer tear the fence. Had to go and spend a couple hours working on the fence. So I said, I'm gonna move this game camera over here. The only picture we got said cow. Albie was there. And I don't know where the deer go, because we know they're there because the hair's in the fence and the footprints are there, but they don't go in front of the camera. I don't know if it just camera shy. Maybe this cows is telling them to stay away. But I know some of y'all out there probably got some beautiful, beautiful deer pictures that you post on your Facebook. Cause I see some sometimes on Facebook, and I see all kind of stuff. About all we get, so them possums, and we get the cow. We have some pretty cow pictures. So, you know, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, but I'm gonna tell you, if I ever get that deer picture, you're gonna see it on one of these shows here, because I'm gonna be proud of it, and my wife gonna be proud of it, and we're gonna find a way to put it on this show. But we love our game camera though. You know, if we're not doing anything else, we keeping the battery industry in business, because we changing batteries pretty regular. But anyway, if I ever get them, I'm gonna have them on here, let you see. You know, I was checking the news out today, and I seen something that I thought was just amazing. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle is taking a 6-week sabbatical from the public eye. Now, can you imagine somebody in the limelight, in the royal family, that's been begging people to take pictures of him since he was crawling in diapers, deciding he didn't want to be in the news no more? Now, can you imagine if President Trump come out and had a press conference and say, ladies and gentlemen, for the next 6 weeks, nobody gonna be able to talk to me. Nobody gonna get no pictures, and don't talk to my family. Now, there'd be an uproar. He can't do that. But now Prince Harry, of all people, and they want a 6-week sabbatical after begging people for years to talk about him and take pictures. I don't believe he gets to stay out that long. You know, I don't think I'd ever get to stay out of the public limelight for 6 weeks. I really don't want to be. If I said I was, when I tried to come back, somebody'd say I was early. Let's see how long Prince Harry really stays out. Do you really think he's gonna stay out of the limelight for 6 weeks? I don't think so, and Meghan either. They love that publicity too much. They are not going to. You know, I was looking in a little article here today. It was put out by Reader's Digest several years ago, but it made me think. You know, there's only one letter in the alphabet that's not used in a name of a state. Now, I know you're trying to think, what is it? What is it? Well, I had never thought about it, but the letter Q is not used in any state name. We don't have a Quintar or Quebec or nothing like it in the United States. We just don't have it. Now, we got the Z's for Arizona, the W's for Washington. I mean, we got every other letter except Q. Now, you know, when I was in school, that would have been a great test in history. You know, I'm not a teacher, but if I was, that'd be on a test this coming week. Name the letter that's not used in any state name. Q. Now, how many of you thought about that? I know some of you right now pulling out the state list, gonna look it up and just see. But I never thought about it. You know, that to me is kind of interesting. You know, Reader's Digest is something that we all used to read years ago. I mean, everybody had a Reader's Digest. And, you know, mainly because we were trying to win that sweepstakes, but we still read them when we had it. And, you know, I remember years ago, back in 1976, I believe it was, when Ronald Reagan was running for president against Gerald Ford. Now, he said he got a lot of his information from Reader's Digest. So we've been around for a long time. But that is interesting, and if you look it up, you'll see it is true. No Q in the alphabet. Well, I hope you'll look it up, and I hope you enjoyed the show. Like I say, I don't want to fill you with too much knowledge because you may not watch the next time. But you know, we have a lot of fun doing this. Like I say, if you enjoy it, share it with your friends, and you know, just pass the word that we just have fun on this show. But no matter what we say, no matter what we do, but mainly what we say, I want you to know it's just our opinion.